This story contains fantasy violence, cosmic horror, and references to trauma involving denial of bodily autonomy. Welcome back to Merely Roleplayers, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, I set the scene. And the scene right now is... it's 2019. In Blade Runner, the super-rich had all left for utopian off-world colonies by now, but in our timeline we're still stuck with them. Though Elon Musk did send his car on ahead last year, so maybe we haven't got much longer to wait. Merely Roleplayers has been going for over a year now, and I'm really happy with how far we've come. I've got better at show running and producing, and all of our fantastic cast of players have really grown into the format. I love the combination of emotional commitment and wild creative abandon I think we've all ended up developing together as a tone for the programme. And we've done basically all our learning in public, on mic. So I want to take a minute to thank you, our audience, for letting us fiddle around and fine-tune and find the best way to entertain you and ourselves. We're going to keep trying new things this year. I want to try telling some stories that are less driven by action and violence, and see if we can still make those dramatic. Chris McLennan from Codename Mosaic and the Space Jam Continuum podcast has requested a turn in my scene-setting chair, as has Strat. And you can expect to hear a few new voices in the cast as well. And if my very rough guess about timescales is right, it's around this time next year that we'll have pretty much outgrown our original format, and it'll be time to decide exactly what we're going to become next. As you can probably tell from our current story, there's a definite appetite around the table for getting into longer form storylines. And the playing versions of our real life selves thing, I think, turned out to be a good way to give new players a running start, but there'll probably come a point where it's constraining everyone's creativity. So there are definitely things I can see us deciding to change, and we'll be poking and prodding at those areas over the year to work out exactly what we want to change them to. And that we isn't the royal we, by the way, it does include you. I want to know what you think of the programme, what you want more of, where you think we can afford to loosen up or change the format. You can do that in the form of a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, on our Facebook page at facebook.com/merelyroleplayers, or on Twitter at merelyroleplay. Anyway, that's enough looking ahead for now. Let's remind ourselves what happened in the last act way back in 2018, after this from our friends in the RPG Casts community.
Cities are hard. They're tangled webs of shadows with someone different waiting to stab you in the back on every corner. Baldur's Gate ain't no different. If anything, it's worse. There's murder in the air, and a name on everyone's tongue that no one dares to speak. The scales of justice are new in town, hot in the tail of an evil cult, but they're going to make 'em talk. Tales from the Dark Dragon's Inn is a serialized fiction podcast. Join us for Season 2 on tftddi.co.uk.
The story so far.
Something has manifested a protomatter anomaly.
What here could be a useful opportunity?
You can definitely find out about the principles of how a protospace drive, like the Conclave use, must work. You would need to observe more closely and take more readings in order to advance that.
And I land on the surface. I feel like I'm in some sort of hallowed hall.
Like a lava lamp?
Yeah, like a lava lamp. Oh my god. What is this? Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're all merely players. I mean, what does anyone make of this? Because I don't know what I'm looking at.
Can you take another sample, please, and put it in a canister that I gave you earlier?
Absolutely, I'm glad that you gave me that canister. And a little, I've got on one of the carabiners. No, I'm not going to put it in my bum flap. It's not where I store things, Dave. I've got a canister like a normal person. So I take one of the canisters that's on a carabiner attached to me that you've basically just hung onto me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, just such a... There's no
when you open it makes a noise.
And he's like it's breathing almost.
Yeah.
And then I just sort of try and as I reach towards... Because no one's giving me any information. I'm just going to be like... So I reach towards it and I just touch it with my fingers.
As you unscrew the canister and you start to move and lean, a floor appears under your foot as you move forward. And it looks like it's sort of like wriggling and struggling against something and then forms. So that there is effectively like a walkway extending to where you want to go. But it's weird. You get the sense that it didn't want to do that for you.
Okay, so it's kind of struggling against itself or something else.
Yeah.
So I'm very gingerly walking forward on this pathway. I'm just sort of like pottering forward, keep looking, like getting closer and closer towards the nearest mass that I can see. And as I get close enough, I reach up and start trying to gently coax some of the stuff, because I don't really know how it's going to interact, because I've saw her poke it with a syringe, but it's like just trying to sort of like coax it or scoop it into the...
Again, the globule, the lava lamp globule it's got like a rainbow oily sheen to it, and in the same way as the walkway forming, it makes this kind of like shuddering movement, shuddering vibration, but moves, and without you having to touch it, a glob of it breaks off and floats into the canister.
Guys, I think I'm actually controlling it, or it's letting me control it into the canister, and I quickly screw on the lid or put on the... I don't know, they have screws in space, who knows? This space canister. I quickly seal the space canister, and I'm guessing it's got one of those little viewing slots so you can see it, and I hold it up and I look at it so everyone else can, and then I clip it back down.
It's not behaving the same way as the lava lamp globules. It's shuddering, and its surface is becoming sort of flat and cracked and then spiky like a plasma ball, and then it's sort of constantly like reforming and shuddering inside the canister.
I don't know if I should keep it in. I feel like maybe I should let it back out. What do you think?
This is your captain speaking. Alex, could you hold your hand out and think about something you'd like a pen or a nice dog?
To the main globule or the one in the jar?
The main thing. Just hold your arm out and think about something
you'd
like.
So I close my eyes and I envisage the Christian Bale gif. I just hold out my hands.
Who is Christian Bale in this galaxy?
I feel like he might be your co-star on Conk Street.
Yeah, he's your co-star on Conk Street.
Co-star on Conk Street.
Beloved co-star.
And what species is this Christian Bale?
This species of Christian Bale, he's exactly the same as a GIF. Like, exactly the same.
Is he actually a GIF, though? That's his species.
Yeah, he is a GIF. Yeah.
That's all he can do.
Amazing.
GIFs are a species.
Yes. So that's exactly what
he
is.
He is just this head that can just make this one expression
over and over again.
And he's inexplicably popular on Conk Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Holly from Red Dwarf. It's just a head. It doesn't it's
just a head going.
It's going...
Okay, and when you say you close your eyes, do like physical barriers come down over your lenses?
No, it's just a closed eyes emoji.
Yeah, like literally, you just see these two little like. It looks like someone going.
Yeah.
So like someone going to sleep almost. But I'm closing my eyes as I would as a human, and of course I don't. Obviously, I can't. I don't have eyes, but the little screens still pick that up.
The glob shudders. Shrinks to roughly the size of a human head, and the features of Christian Bale like press for almost like a face is like pressing at the inside of a balloon. And it looks like it's making that face, but it doesn't look right. It looks like it's in pain.
Uncanny Valley, slightly.
Yeah, and it looks like it's trying not to be born from this thing.
I instantly think go back to your original form.
And it's just a glob again.
Did you see that? I made Christian Bale gif.
That is astonishing. That you would choose that of all the things you could have chosen. Unbelievable.
But I mean, I think that is a testament to his skill as a gif.
Okay.
Do you think this is how we upgrade our ship, though? Drive in.
Oh, and make some wishes.
And just wish for it to happen.
It doesn't seem super stable.
We could try. This would probably get us into where we need to go. I don't think it would get us out again, though. Because we could probably get one special jump out of it into the core of the Conclave's black hole system.
Oh,
so it would be stable enough whilst we're in here. It would jump us in. Because I don't know how we get out, but
because the whole grand plan problem is that we need a special ship in order to get to the core.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would stay stable enough to get a jump.
Not one.
I think we're better off with me trying to reverse engineer from the matter.
So you want to keep Alex's canister and bring that in?
Yeah.
Vote? Crew?
I mean, I don't know anything about this, so I'll say yes.
Bring it in? Bring it in.
So I start...
I think we should retrieve him.
We start pulling the crank in.
It looks dangerous in there.
Yeah.
So I start going back and be like, this is very undignified. I can do this by myself. Why is it a hand crank? Why is it a hand crank, Dave?
It's a very old ship.
Alex, please roll Alien.
Uh-oh.
Because you have just stared unblinking into the abyss, effectively.
Cool, okie dokie. So I'm going to roll this. It's +1 for Alien. That is a
13.
Ask a question and the abyss will answer.
Any question?
Yeah.
How can we use this matter and keep it stable? What is the best way of utilising this matter?
There must be some system in this structure, whatever it is, habitat, ship, alien. There must be some system in this structure that is allowing you to shape the protomatter in the way that in the way that you are, because it seems like you can surmise from the fact that it was seeming to be resisting that there is some sort of system of control in here, and that if you could find and either take or reverse engineer whatever that system is, then you could use that to harness protomatter and make a drive out of it.
Okay.
So you should do some more exploring then before we yank you out.
Yeah, I say stop. Stop.
We stop.
Would we be quicker to drive in there?
Oh my god, Dave.
I unlatch myself. Oh, no, I can't. I say, look, you've got to give me more slack. I've got to do more exploring in here. There's something in here that controls the matter. But oh god, it's so huge. And I just jump and start using my thrusters to lift up to see if I can see anything like above or around, so I can get a higher vantage point.
As the thought occurs to you and as you voice it, it's so huge. Some of the floating globules shudder and spread flat and form surfaces, and you are now standing in a room.
I look around at the room. I frantically flick through the viewfinder.
Yeah. It's featureless, but it's no longer huge.
If only there was a way in which I could interact or interface with the system, I think, out loud.
Interesting.
Space Master has not prepared for this.
A control panel appears. It has like human operable levers and knobs.
So I sort of gingerly move towards it, and I know that I can interact with technology and electronics. So a little finger flips up and like some cables come out, and I sort of start meandering around, seeing if I could sort of plug in anywhere. It's like trying to put in a USB, but you can't even see the USB hole.
Do you have to put it in and it doesn't work? Turn it upside down, try that, doesn't work. Turn it back round, then it works.
Yeah, but I'm doing that everywhere because there's no holes. I'm like,
also in space there is no right way up, so it's even worse.
So I start sort of gingerly touching the buttons without pressing any of them to see if my interacting with them helps at all. I'm like, guys, if you can see what I'm seeing, if anyone has any ideas about where I should start,
we can see you giving that control panel a real good time. That's what we can say.
I'm just trying to help here. I'm not trying to get it off. So maybe
push the buttons. Push them.
Roll calculating.
That's going to be unfortunate.
That is a 6.
The object groans and shudders, and a communication starts coming through to the Wren from the station, and it's patchy, but you can hear the voice of Krillin. Singularity. The event horizon, it's crossed. It's falling in. The thing's going in the black hole.
No!
30 space minutes.
I set a timer for 30 minutes so that I know how long I've got.
Wait, what's happening? Did they just say we're going into a black hole?
It sounded like that.
No, they said this is going into a black hole. We're not going into the black hole, it's fine.
So you confirm with your own instruments, and you can see that, yes, this item was sort of spat out of the protomatter anomaly, and that put it on a trajectory towards the black hole, and it has just started to cross the event horizon, and you're going to have to take whatever you need from it in the next half hour before it falls in the black hole and is lost.
Okay. So how's the old communication going there, Alex?
Not very well.
And you discover as you prod at the control panel that it seems to just be it's like a prop.
Oh.
It looks like a control panel, but it's just all solid. Like the knobs don't turn, the buttons don't press, the screens don't light up. The sockets don't do anything. Okay.
I say we just scoop up as much as we can and get out of here.
No, we need to.
Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm for once with Ellie on this. we need to find. We seem so close. What questions should I ask it?
Well, what was the thing that you sort of wished for a minute ago? Was that there was a way for you to communicate?
Yeah.
Well, how about just like a manual that shows how it works? We don't need to talk to it. We just need to know how it works. The system that controls the matter.
How can I control the matter?
Roll alien.
That is an 8.
The abyss will answer, but it is hungry.
Oh boy!
You're gonna get your answer, but you're gonna get some questions back.
Okay.
As the abyss stares back into you. Let's play out how this happens, because you, Alex, have been attempting to kind of interface and interact with this kind of unknowable force, and this is the point at which your meddling hits you, and it pushes back. So you get an answer to your question, which was, how do you control it?
How do I control this matter?
And the answer that comes to you, how do you think the answer comes to you? Is it like in kind of images, or is it like words?
What I get is this flood of binary, like
schematics.
Yeah, schematics, like zeros, ones, like blueprints, like all of this stuff at once. Like it floods my system. I feel like, oddly enough, as an epileptic, it feels like I'm basically about to have a seizure. Is
it like robot crack, like you've OD'd?
Yeah, basically. Not that I've done that, I hasten to add.
Yeah, it's just like crack.
I've never done robot crack.
Yum, yum, yum.
So yeah, it's just like a weird like flickering of images like happening all at once, like a rotoscope of all this that happens like instantaneously, and it starts to I start to sort of like spasm and shift and like not really know start to lose control of what I'm doing.
And the answer is sort of summed up, and like your robot brain processes it as the yoke. The yoke is how you control it. And that is the thing that you have just had, like all of these schematics in your head to either identify when you see it, or to potentially, if you could somehow get that data out, to maybe create. What was your lowest moment?
My lowest moment is when I came round from the operation to transplant my mind into the new body, and I was expecting there to be a rush of elation as I looked upon my new form, it would fix all of the problems that I had in my life, only to realise that I looked ridiculous. And as someone who is quite proud of my appearance, it was an instant like hammer blow there. But then I also realised that I couldn't taste or smell, or I could feel touch, but it was like an electronic static. It was a new way of interacting with things. So it was just all of this, like a huge loss and a gaining of nothing that I wanted, like two huge losses, both on my ego side and also like the physical side. So that was the lowest point, like the nadir for me, because I was like, what am I going to do?
And what faint hope do you still cling to?
That the process can be reversed.
So as your vision clears and your brain is once again able to process like actual data coming in, you see that you're no longer in this featureless room. You are floating in the vastness of the inside of this thing, and in front of you, a globule of protomatter has formed itself into a completely grey and otherwise colourless, like it's sort of a plastic mould, but otherwise perfect replica of your body.
Like my old one?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Oh, that's so harsh. So I'm just staring at it.
That's what happens when the abyss stares back.
Just staring at it, and I sort of reach out and hold it. And this is a really emotional moment for me, Dave, and you just giggling away there.
Ellie giggled. I think she thought you were going to kiss yourself.
I just had a very clear vision of you like slow dancing at a school disco with your former body.
So
Just giving it a really gentle cuddle.
So
yeah, that's basically what happens. Is I kind of hold it to me like someone you've not seen in a long while. But it's just I'm very much lost in my own thoughts and world.
Do we because we've got the comms over, do we hear what he's heard about the Yoki stuff? Is that...
No.
I think it's in his head.
Do you see anything I see?
Do we see the body thing? Do we see all that?
You see the body thing. I think the feed cuts out for a bit. It's overwhelmed and it's overloaded while he's getting his answer. So it goes blank, and how do you all react when it just cuts out and goes staticky?
I'm immediately like pressing buttons,
I'm like banging
checking
the monitor.
connection.
What's going on? Bang, bang, bang.
And then it clears, and you can just see this human form, but in like featureless grey in front, and you see Alex's arms come into shot and like pull it close.
That is weird.
I think I look away like this isn't something that I should be watching.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to start slowly pulling the crank. Just winding him back in.
I think we do need to get him back in.
I think he needs to get out of there, guys. He's clearly having a moment.
It's like you've gone to a party and your mate's got too drunk and you're like, nah, it's time to go
take him
home.
Get him in the taxi, boys. He's done.
I mean, I presume he's pulling the body in with me as well. Like, it's all coming in.
As you re-enter the gill hallway, it decoalesces back into globular mush, and you can no longer hold on to it. It's not solid. It just slips through your arms.
Oh, mate.
There's nothing on my eyes. It's just static.
Oh.
The structure that you were exploring is now well on its way into a black hole.
Yeah, can I check my timer? How long do we think that roughly took?
I think it's already like the bow portion of it, the front portion of it is already crushed, or like beginning to like be spread out and squashed and spiral the event horizon around its disk.
It's getting spaghettified.
It's getting spaghettified.
Oh dear.
So there's portions of it that are still intact, but I think your time is down to like 10 space minutes.
10 space minutes?
Before the whole thing is consumed.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, it's not a problem anymore, is it?
Well, we don't know. We know nothing.
Do you think it is going to be a problem?
Well, we might need the thing that we haven't heard about yet. Let's ask Alex what happened. Alex, it went black. What happened?
So much. It made me remember some awful things. But the yoke.
Yes?
The yoke.
The yoke.
The yoke. I was given an awful lot of information, but the overriding message was the yoke. Is there somewhere that I can download all of this stuff in my head? It feels like it's too much.
You're still plugged in, so I will reverse the polarity and get that download on the go.
Okay, so I basically direct you to the correct sort of files where it's stored in your noggin, and you can download to your heart's content.
Yeah, I can find the files, thanks.
Well, the yoke's the middle, right? So let's drive the ship into the middle and see if the yoke is there.
No, wait. Yoke like an egg, or yoke like the thing you rein cattle with?
Don't know. Don't care. Driving in.
Don't do that.
Why are we going into the thing? It's going into a black hole, isn't it?
I don't think we should go towards it. I don't.
David.
I think
now's the time
I think
to
we've
get
got
out,
the
Dave.
information that we need from the downloads.
Okay. Bing, push that button.
Yes, Captain.
And I point the ship away from the black hole and punch it.
Okay, have you got a destination in mind?
Away from the black hole.
That's a good
At the
starting
moment.
point.
Far enough away that we're not getting sucked back at all.
good idea.
And then I just set us to cruise mode and we just cruise along whilst we work out what's going on.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to broadcast towards the station and see if anyone replies.
Yeah, you've got comms codes for the station, sure.
So we just fire out a message.
I think Rukuktu answers.
Oh gosh. Who wants to talk to him? I'm really bad at this sort of stuff, so I would not advise myself.
What, you're supposed to be the charming one, aren't you?
Yep, sure. Hi, Rakuktu.
Good start.
Greetings.
So,
State your business.
well, we've just been in that thing. What did you want from that thing? And could we give it to you for money?
So charming.
Slick.
And then I wink.
On comms. Can you see you? Is it video call?
We've usually had video comms.
Yeah,
you have, yeah.
It's on the view screen. You killed 5 of my men.
No, I killed nobody. Rakuktu.
You lost control of your creature.
Well, not mine. She's sleeping now. Don't worry about her.
Vikki,
In the background, like, what?
can you hear this?
Yeah, I've already coloured in one, don't worry. Preemptively.
Well, okay. Are they dead? I'm sorry. That was a mistake. It clearly wasn't planned, was it? You know it wasn't premeditated. As you know, we're good friends. My ship is from your son-in-law, I think.
Brother-in-law.
Brother and sons.
Yes, I believe you still owe Flackery for the ship.
Just a little bit of it, yeah. A little bit of money owed. 19 payments worth, I believe.
As well as a favour for towing you home when you were drifting powerless in space.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Sorry about the killing. That was absolutely an accident and my bad. Maybe it could work into the deal that we make somehow. Maybe we could take a little bit less money, but still a substantial sum of money for what we got in there, because it's really good.
Perhaps if you salvaged anything valuable.
Oh, yeah, we salvaged loads. So I've got a valuable artifact that is not mine that I'm going to attempt to con him with and say that it came from inside the egg.
Perfect.
This is your...
I'm calling it an egg now, the Christmas tree.
Yeah, the Christmas egg.
Yeah. And the trinket is a Christmas tree.
I love the Guardians of the Galaxy, like, troll doll vibe on this.
But it's like it's a full-size, normal Christmas tree from Earth that has been transported to Earth.
There's been
in the hall.
It's just been in the corner of the lounge of the Wren since you got it.
Yeah.
Basically a pop.
It's just always been there, just this Christmas tree. And I've just clocked that it looks exactly like the thing and being like, there we go, this is it.
All right, roll slick to con Rakuktu.
Okie dokes. Great. Here we go. That is a 6 plus 3, which is a 9. Which it will work for a while, apparently. So I think he fully believes that it is from the place. Like, there's no suspicion on it. He's not like, oh, what is this thing?
For now. So so it's going to hold for this negotiation and for this payday. Mm-hmm. But
Probably
later down the line, they're going to
makes sense.
It's going to realise it's been had.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
We anticipated there being valuable, rare, exotic salvage aboard that item.
There is. Look at this.
Salvage that the core conclave knows nothing of, that we can sell with impunity.
Yep.
Yes, we will take it.
Brilliant. I'd say it's priceless, this tree.
We will pay fair price, taking into account the loss of my own assets.
But they weren't... Yeah, okay.
They were not the highest quality, it is true.
I'm glad we're on the same page, Racky boy.
All right, so...
Racky boy.
Doesn't even verify his mail.
So this is your ship payment move.
Yes.
The mission was...
A resounding success. How difficult was it?
Yeah, how difficult would you say the mission was?
I don't really know what the mission was, so I'm going to say...
Well, I mean, there's just the fact that it involved going into that place, I'd say really dangerous, because it could have definitely destroyed Alex.
Yeah, would you... So the options are safe, risky, dangerous, deadly, lethal.
Deadly? No, what's lethal? What's the difference between deadly and lethal?
So dangerous, you're entering hostile or dangerous territory, risking life and limb.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one. That's
Okay, because the other ones are like deadly, it directly involves violence.
No, it was just risky.
Lethal
it was
is like your targets will be prepared, ready for you.
A dangerous environment.
Okay, in which case it's you're not adding anything.
No.
It's just a +0. And I think the effect of the hostile reception of you guys having killed Rukuktu's dudes, it means that you're rolling at disadvantage.
Oh. So I take away the highest?
Oh, man.
Leaving us with 5.
Okay,
Every time we get stiffed.
you get a raw deal.
Yep.
So you either just get one option off the list, or you get 2 and something bad. I feel like you're already kind of set up for something bad, so you could just roll that in.
Yeah, that's true. I think we need... Repairs is one of... No, not repairs. Maintenance. Can we do that? Can we rub one of those off?
I think we definitely need to do that. I don't know if we should maybe get an upgrade to the ship.
Yeah, let's upgrade the ship. Let's get a...
Shield?
Yeah,
Shield sounds like a good idea.
why not?
We've not got one yet.
No.
I think shields are worth having.
Okay, cool.
We could have done with them last time.
Yeah. Yes. So now
We're rich.
and something bad's definitely going to happen. Great.
Yeah,
It's all fine.
yeah. I think even before, like, they've launched the shield module off, and it's
us.
sort of winging its way to you, and is just going to sort of slot into the socket on the Ren and activate. But like almost before you've even dropped the call, Rukuktu maybe has like scanned the item that you're giving them and has worked out, wait,
No.
that item.
No, bye.
Yeah,
Cut comms.
you do that.
Bye.
Let's get the splick out of here.
Amazing.
And I just drive.
Under impulse drive, or are you going to go
Just
place?
no, just normally impulse drive, just driving out of comms range. Where are we going, guys?
Yeah, what would everybody like to do? You have Alex is downloading. Vikki has been getting slightly emotional at being called a creature.
Yeah, not cool.
Well, I'm reminded of the fact that I killed 5 human beings
They might not be human beings.
or living things.
And Ellie, obviously lots of secrets of the universe are starting to be opened up to you.
I'm just sat there silent with little bars to show the downloading process on my eyes.
And I'm examining the data as it's coming through.
I'm going to go to Vix and I'm going to say what he called you was not cool and what you can do is awesome. But try not to do it again. At inopportune moments. That's my advice.
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
Great. See you later.
Ellie, can you please roll calculating as you analyse the data?
Yes, I can do that. Can I have any special...
You get the benefits of your expertise.
Yes. Okay, I'll do the choosing more or less thing again. Bam! Ooh, 9, 10, 11.
Amazing.
My first decent roll.
All right, so you get to ask 4.
Questions! Oh my god!
4
Question
questions.
1, where do we go? Question 2, what do we do there?
What should I be on the lookout for?
Can you elaborate? What sort of...
What am I looking for in the data?
Oh, yeah. So you're trying to decode a schematic for something you can build out of this.
Right.
Based on what Alex has, like the little fragments of what Alex has said, and based on what you can see of the shape of the data that is coming through, like it seems kind of alien, but like filtered through his robot brain.
Yeah.
It is in a comprehensible form, and you reckon that it is you're looking out for the shape of a machine that you can build to harness protomatter.
How can I best end this quickly, i.e. get to a successful point of being able to build the thing?
You need Vikki
Okay.
as somebody who is already like tapped into protomatter.
Who-
She can be like a shortcut.
Yes. I suppose this maybe answers this question as well. Who or what here could be a useful opportunity?
So, sort of a couple of ways of answering that. Obviously, like, there is a useful opportunity to both get what you need in terms of getting the drive working and also help Vikki potentially, like learn to control and channel what she's going through.
Yeah.
But also, like, this data and this machine gives you the opportunity to get inside the structure and fulfill your obligation to Sim.
And finally, who or what here is not what they seem?
Ooh. Going through the data from Alex's sensors, you find something in there that is not part of... It's like you're getting a download of like lots of his sensory data.
Yeah.
So as well as the actual dump that he got from the Abyss, you're getting a load of other stuff like before and after as well.
Okay.
And
Poisonal stuff.
Well, just like general observations, and you realise there's an anomaly in there that points towards the cliffhanger of part 1, which was that there's a listening device on the ship.
No, I forgot about that! Okay.
Yeah, there's a device on the ship that is broadcasting your location and possibly even your communications.
But now I know that for sure.
Yep.
Right. I'm going to write a message on a piece of paper or something and hold it up that says there's a listening device on the ship. Act natural. It's in the cargo bay. I'm going to go down there. I'm going down there. Look at me go.
Just you?
I'm going to take Alex.
Okay.
Because I think if there's some technical like squashing to do, that you'll be able to do it. So we go and we find it. It's like a teeny weeny little metal dot that's been put over one of the rivets, so it looks just like it's the head of the rivet. I know, sneaky. So you are going to use your skills to deactivate it without arousing suspicion with the people who put it there. So it will basically...
Okay, shall we replace it with something that broadcasts like fake news, like false information? Because it's currently tracking us, right?
Yeah.
So what we do is we backwards engineer it so that it sends it on a complete... So it starts feeding... Yeah, so it sends out the wrong information. Yeah. And also if it's a listening device, just static. So it's not like...
So they'll think that the listening capabilities have conked out, but they'll be like, oh, we can still track it then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
That sounds like a thing that you as a technician could do.
Yes.
I think this will be calculating. Because you're not really under pressure. This is more about, like, you have to...
Can I help?
You can roll Stalwart to try and help, yep.
It's at -1. Okay.
See if you're more of a hindrance.
It's a hindrance.
Mark a fail. Your sensors pick up Rakuktu's personal ship on your tail. It's faster than you, so it's going to catch you. You've been listening to Merely Roleplayers. You can look us up wherever you find podcasts, on Twitter @merelyroleplay and at facebook.com/merelyroleplayers. Reviews and kind words are all very much appreciated, and we hope you'll join us again for our next episode. I'm cutting that.
Yeah.
So...
He's never said that before. We've said some heinous things.
Oh, that was pretty...